Deliveries, Skillbyte here. Thought it might be helpful for some of you that haven't received truck freight. If you order body panels, and if you're watching these videos, you might be doing some of this. So as a DIY person, you may not have ever actually gotten a truck delivery. Well, this is what it's going to look like when you get it. Size will vary. For instance, when I got the quarter panels, it was up over 8 feet, would not fit in the garage, which is where I was gonna put it. Okay, so a couple things. Now, I got this from Auto Metal Direct. It was delivered via R&L carriers, and this is the second time I've gotten a pallet from them, and they've done a great job. Nice drivers, helpful. There he goes now. So, a few things to be aware of. And yes, it's not a full-size truck. So, you know, if you live on a dead end or something with limited access, it's a smaller truck. So, school bus can go down it, it should be fine. This is Auto Metal Direct statement. There could be dings and such. That's normal. And then here is their instructions for taking delivery. And as you can tell, before the driver leaves, you want to do the following. Look for visible damage. If you determine there is any damage, refuse the shipment. That way Auto Metal Direct doesn't have to pay to ship it back. And if the outside is damaged, that's on the trucking company, the delivering company, not AMD, most likely. Only sign if it's satisfactory. Any hidden damage is found after the driver's left, contact AMD right away. Well, let me make another suggestion for you. Get it on video. I highly suggest you get it on video that shows the entire package all the way around. So I'm walking around here, no damage, no damage, no damage, no damage, no damage, no damage. Okay, right there has been no damage to the outside. Now, generally speaking, that means that the delivery company probably isn't responsible for any damage. It's not 100%, but you want to get that so that if you do have damage on a part, whoever you bought it from, in my case AMD, if they did try to say, oh, that was from shipping, you've got video proof showing all of it. Now, you might be wondering, why is there a box out? Well, because I actually got up and looked inside. I highly recommend you do this. And this box was right here. And this box happens to be a fender, was pushed in. And I'm like, ew, that's potential damage. Who it's from, I couldn't tell you. Looking at the outside, I don't think it's the shipper, but that doesn't mean something didn't get on it and push it in. Although I looked at this box, there's no damage to this box. So my guess is this actually happened before or while they were packing it. So what I did is I opened this one up and tried to make sure that there was no damage. And I didn't see any damage. Hopefully, this would be a really bad place for damage, as being the top of a fender. But I don't see any, so I think we're good. I signed for it, and I think we are good. But I will need to open this up. I need to unpack all of it within 24 hours in case I do find something that is bad, because that's what, you know, AMD wants to know within the 24 hours. And so I will definitely do that. Now, hidden damage is found, customer service department, at within 24 hours or by the next business day. All right, is not responsible for replacing damaged products after this period. So be sure, like I said, to check them within your 24 hours, because you got to contact them within 24 hours. Otherwise, you're going to have a bit of a challenge potentially on getting the parts replaced with something that ain't damaged. I need a bigger garage. I got everything out of the box, and I tell you, it's so funny because it just doesn't look like everything's there, but it is. Oh. If you got a bunch of small stuff, order them with something that takes truck freight. They will all come truck freight. All of them that ship, at least from my experience, it's always happened where if I had something that was truck freight, all the others got put on it because they got that big pallet. So I went ahead and I got a new fender for the left side, the driver's side, and honestly, that fender, yes, I mean, I actually did work on it and stuff, and I did the rust converter and all that on it, and it looks good. It's perfectly fine, honestly, and this, for just kind of roughing it in, hammer and dolly, it's actually pretty good. Could have used it. However, $300 current price on a fender, and I don't have to worry about the rust. I don't have to spend the money for all the sanding, the time for the welding, all of that. Yeah, it honestly, new fender, it's worth it to me, in my opinion. I went with the steel inner fenders. Mine actually had plastic ones, but the plastic ones, you can't fix those. When they break, they're pretty much toast. And the steel ones, based upon the numbers I saw online, are actually lighter than the plastic ones. So got those. I don't see any issues. I mean, there's some scratches and stuff, but I don't see any dents. I don't see any dings. Outer wheelhouse, this is the left side. The only thing that was back ordered was the right outer wheelhouse. Oh. All right, I don't think that's dented. I think that's just how it's manufactured. Maybe, I don't know, that may be dented. Inner wheel wells, and aside from some scratches, and right here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, there is a ding right there. It's pushed down. Other than that, I don't see any issues. These, I'm quite sure, if I remember right, belong there. All right, here's the other four. Don't see any issues with any of them. Rear valance. This goes back behind between the frame cross member. And it's quite a complex shape, so rather than fighting with mine old one, just got a new one. Same with the tail light panel. There's no telling. So you got these pieces that come here. There's no telling what it's going to look like under there. This is just, this thing was tagged in the back at one time. So all right, that's the filler panel. I can't believe I forgot that. Filler panel. And ironically, that's the one that was in kind of a makeshift box, unlabeled, and didn't even have the plastic on it. But it's still in good shape, other than, you know, some scratches. So, all right. Now, tomorrow I'm supposed to get a package from FedEx that has the trunk drop downs. I forgot to have them on this order. And by the way, they cannot add, once you place the order, they can't just go in and add anything to the order. So ended up having to get those two shipped separately. It's 15 bucks and come in FedEx. So we'll see if those are in good shape or not and how they're packaged. Yeah, oh, let's look at the fenders. Quick look over. Little ding here. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a ding, and there's a little, like, I can just barely feel it. There's a little tiny ding right here, a little dent right there, but I mean, it's very shallow. And it's not scuffed at all. I think that's just in the forging, in the press, whatever it is that they use. And then this one, I didn't see anything at all on this one. So, yay! Hopefully they're the same size and everything as the original ones. Some E-coat damage there, but there's a little, yeah, it's up just a touch right there. I don't know if you can see it. Very minor, but I mean, you're gonna have some minor stuff. That's just how it is. All right, well, there we go. Now I gotta find a place to put these. All right, trunk drop downs came in, FedEx, and I got a great FedEx driver, by the way. Just real quick, that's how it is packaged. These are quite light. That's actually pretty bad right there. Now this is the drop down for the trunk, so I don't think anybody will see that, but that's been hit fairly hard. I don't think that was for shipping. I could be wrong. See what the other one looks like. This one looks better. These have a lot of angles and bends, so it's you're gonna have some of these marks. That's just the way it is. But I don't see any dents. Almost didn't see my AMD sticker. I don't know if the body panel sticker is worth 5 horsepower or not. But yeah, this right there, that's the only really thing. I'll have to knock that out, although you'll never see it. Anywho, yeah, so there's the FedEx regular shipping. And that was packaged better than what it was in the truck freight, for what it's worth, and it also wasn't crammed in there as much as the as much as those wheel wells. Oh, anywho, all right, well, hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with yours.